Good afternoon, day 14. Time check now is currently 3:57 p.m. So I have been pretty much out for the whole day, right? So currently having my third meal, 2 chicken breasts. So in the morning, and my second meal has basically been liquid calories because I was out the whole day. I didn't have time to prep my meals, right? So I still got to make it work, right? So basically, morning I had a protein shake with some frozen bananas, 458 calories, and then for lunch, right, so-called lunch, I had a hojicha soy milk, about 1 liter of it, right? So that is around 38 grams of protein, 526 calories. Honestly, for having 2 meals that is both liquid calories, I'm quite full. Granted, I just had some Greek yogurt. So that Greek yogurt was not ideal because slightly quite high in fat, right? But even if I'm not hungry, I still got to hit my protein. So today is a rest day. It's also the end of week 2. Let me just finish first. So I'm not sure if you guys remembered, but towards the start of the cut, I shared with you guys the couple of metrics that I use to track progress, right? So weight is definitely one of them. I've been updating my weigh-ins every day in the description box, right? So today is the end of week 2. It gives us enough data to analyze the progress, right? So I just want to show you the importance of tracking it this way because of the accuracy, right? So for week 1, right, you can see here's how I do it. Okay, so week 1, on day 7, which is the end of the first week, let's start from the top. Started at 85.6 kg, okay? In pounds, that's about 188.7 pounds, right? So ended week 1 on at 84 kg, okay? So that is a drop of 1.6 kg. So in terms of day 1 compared to day 7, that is a 1.6 kg drop, okay? But the average weight right here is 84.9 kg, right? So why it's important to track the average? I'll show you why. Okay, so if we compare day 1 and day 7, 1.6 kg drop, that is fantastic, right? If we compare day 1 with the average, okay, it's about a 0.7 kg drop, which is somewhere very close to my goal, which is the original goal is about 1% of my body weight, 0.8 kg plus minus, right? So 0.7, I'll take it. So both day 1 versus day 7 and average are on track. That's a good sign, okay? So now let's take a look at week 2. So basically, you want to do the same. Calculate the average. Also, do you know that if you press equals right here, it will calculate the pounds for you? Never mind. So week 2 average. Okay, let's start from from the top again, right? So day 7 average of last week, 84 kg. If we compare day 14 today, 84.3 kg. So if we are looking at just from day to day, we actually gain a total of 0.3 kg. So this is not right. So ideally we want to be losing about 1%. So somewhere close to the 0.8 kg per week goal. So gaining means that we are going in the opposite direction, but is it really? So this is why the importance of tracking your average weight. So after I add everything up, the average is 84.2 kg, right? Which means if we compare last week's average of 84.9 kg and this week's average, our average is down by 0.7 kg. This means that from a week to week average, okay, we are on track. Which means if we were to look at from day 7 compared to day 14, we are up by 0.3. But we look from week 1 and week 2 average, we are down by 0.7 kg. Okay, so definitely if we are looking at things right, taking the weekly average is the most accurate way to go around it. Okay, because throughout the week there will be days that you are, when you eat poorly, maybe you have consumed a bit higher sodium, even like chicken breast, it may seem clean, right? But let's say if you have a day where you dieted on a lot of liquid calories versus days that you eat a lot of clean and healthy food. Even though the healthier food may seem better, right? Sometimes it may result in a heavier weigh-in, especially if you season a lot, right? And there's nothing wrong with seasoning, right? I definitely go, but if there's calories, make sure to count it, right? So as I was saying, right, there will be days where you have a low weigh-in, and then there will also be days where you have a high weigh-in, right? So calculating an average will give you a good idea of where your base is, regardless of the inconsistency in your diet or macros, right? Provided calories and protein is staying the same, right? So my highest weigh-in for week 2 was 84.6 kg, lowest was 83.8 kg, right? The past few days has been quite stagnant at 84.2, 84.3 kg, right? So my average at 84.2 is an accurate representation of what where I'm currently, right? So moving forward, right, as long as your weight is constantly lower than last week's average, that means you are most likely losing something. Okay, most likely you're still losing fat. Okay, which means honestly, unless you want to be a little bit more aggressive, there's really not much need to do any adjustment towards your calories. Okay, at least wait out for about 1 to 2 weeks before making any adjustments, right? Even if it increases, you know, sometimes some of my clients I also let them wait out, because sometimes it's just our body holding more water than normal lah. Then after that we will notice a big drop. So for the next couple of days I will resume my usual routine. So most likely everything will go back to normal, and I will be looking at more accurate weigh-ins over the next couple of days. So I'll finish up my chicken. I don't really feel like eating at all. I don't know why, but today I'm just quite full, which is definitely a good sign when you're in a when you're dieting, right? Okay, and I still have one more meal to go. Okay, that will be a higher calorie, high carbs meal. Okay, because usually I train in the morning, so I like to have more carbohydrates the night prior, so that I do not have to eat any breakfast before I go train. Okay, that's just a personal preference, right? So that's it for me. That's it for day 14. I'll see you guys for day 15. It will be shoulders and chest.